Now, our session this afternoon is entitled Overview of Malaysia's Strategies and Programs in Mitigating COVID-19 Crisis and the Impact on MSMEs, Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. The third speaker is Joann Enriquez, CEO of Investment Account Platform. Joann has about 20 years of experience in financial technology firm from various S&P 500 companies in the Silicon Valley in California, where she led cross-functional teams in the US and the global community. Subsequently, she came to Malaysia to study and now is the CEO of Investment Account Platform. The IAP is something unique, very innovative model. It is an example of what we call implementation of Islamic finance to attract SMEs funding through crowdfunding. So can you tell us what's the role and what has IAP done to support MSMEs pre and also during this crisis, COVID-19 crisis?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillah. I am first humbled to be part of this conversation, to be among the advocates of Islamic finance and the guardians of the Islamic digital economy. First of all, Dato, I would like to go ahead and start the story a bit so that we can retract. So to give context of what IAP is so that the audience can understand. In 2013, the IFSA, or the Islamic Financial Services Act, was basically put into law. So our Malaysian government or our Malaysian institutions wanted to differentiate, specifically Bank Negara, wants to differentiate our Islamic deposits from conventional deposits. So just to give you an idea, in March, our total deposits in Malaysia was about 1.3 trillion ringgit. Around 70% of that is conventional and around 30% is Islamic. So the Malaysian government wanted to differentiate the Islamic deposit by making it go into specific investments, and that is called investment account. So with the inspiration of Central Bank of Malaysia, Bank Negara, 6 banks came together to put together a platform called Investment Account Platform now to be able to crowdfund for specific projects that will serve small and medium scale entrepreneurs. As you have emphasized the importance of the SMEs in the world specifically, and Sheikh Azmi gave you a very clear picture of the specificities in Malaysia, there is a big funding gap, and that's where Islamic finance, investment account platform, and the investment banking product wants to fill a gap. Even pre-COVID, we were having issues of funding. Post-COVID, it's even more so. So we are a unique case because it is bank intermediated. So when a platform applies, when an entrepreneur or a business applies in the platform, it goes digitally, it goes to all of the participating banks, and it is underwritten, or the due diligence is done then, all electronically. And then once a bank takes it up for listing, the investors, whether retail, corporate or institutional, can go ahead and book also online to fund this particular investment. A case in point right now, we've launched a project for the funding of the purchase of laptops by a venture called ICT Ventures. And it will finance the purchase of the laptops, and they need 7.5 million to do so. It was launched last Friday, and we're now 30-40% funded. A big chunk of that is coming from the excess funds of cooperatives, retail investors who can afford to go ahead and invest. Meaning not everyone can just invest, because you do have to qualify and fill up the investor assessment form, meaning
you
that
may want to say that. Yeah, you may want to say that. You may want to say that it is based on mudarabah for those who do not know this.
Okay, yes. So it is a two-leg contract, meaning the investor will be able to sign a mudarabah contract with the bank, basically entrusting them to be able to then sign a murabaha contract with this particular venture to purchase the laptops for profit. So the beauty of this is that people come together in the platform, whether you can only afford the most minimum requirement, or whether you're a cooperative that has excess fund of 2 million. So everyone sits side by side to be able to support this. As our prior esteemed speakers have said, it is necessary, it is almost necessary for public and private to come together. Otherwise, the government cannot simply saturate or satiate the need of all of these people. So this is a particular platform where it is bank intermediated, meaning the investors can trust institutions like Tabung Haji, if it's big enough, can also invest. And they all come together to whether it's buying laptops or funding hospitals or building bridges, or what else did we do? Building tracks for the train. All of these projects, everyone come together and support each other to be able to do this. And post-COVID, we see that this is even more necessary and almost critical. I'm not going to emphasize on too much on the Islamic bit, but in the Islamic side, there is a very big need on the venture side to find Islamic financing, and on the investor side to find Islamic investments as well. So this platform brings them together, and we've successfully done so on 14 projects, and inshallah more to come.
Okay, the last question to Joann is that how to leverage Islamic social finance to support MSMEs in Malaysia. So how can we use Islamic social finance such as zakat, wakaf, sadaqah, and to support MSMEs in Malaysia?
So
and what is IAP, for example, in this particular case?
Thank you for the question, Dato. So what we are trying to do is we believe that for the full utility of the Islamic economy, we have to utilize zakat and wakaf. So right now we are exploring how we are able to use that. We have a project that we are looking at with IDB actually. I cannot go on details because it's still under processing and not yet all finalized. But for a particular Wakaf land, we are looking to build a hospital. So it's Wakaf land where IDB's Wakaf money that was meant to invest in Wakaf development will be utilized, where banks' money will also come in and the people can also invest. So we are able to use this investment account platform in Malaysia to be able to utilize a fully holistic Islamic economy, and obviously that is done digitally. So you have a very good case for the Islamic digital economy that utilizes investment, crowdfunding, wakaf, and possibly zakat money. We are in the process of finalizing this, and inshallah, if it will be successful, and we can use it as a model for the rest of the world, because there are a lot of wakaf assets that needs to be utilized, and there are a lot of people also who want to invest in these types of development, but would also want their money back and a little bit of profit back as well. So we hope to facilitate that, inshallah.
Okay, thank you very much.